Welcome back. A Des Moines attorney stepped out of her comfort zone, logging hundreds of hours to keep an Afghan family together. In tonight's Project Community, KCCI's Kayla James shows us how a non-immigration lawyer devoted her time to save the lives of a family of 10.
Jennifer Block moved through the halls of Dorsey and Whitney effortlessly and with a purpose.
I help municipal issuers primarily with their offering documents when they want to go take bonds to market.
The attorney working on the highest floor of 801 Grand is a part of the law firm's public finance team. So anything regarding immigration was foreign to her 2 years ago.
I didn't even take immigration law classes in law school. I didn't do any clinics. I never would have pictured that I would be in the seat that I am now.
A seat that since 2022 has seen Block working on a handful of immigration cases.
And one that's been just life-changing.
In early 2022, Dorsey and Whitney's pro bono team sent an email to its hundreds of attorneys nationwide calling for volunteers.
Asking for help on what was going to be and was a firm-wide pro bono project to help people who were kind of trapped in Afghanistan.
Trapped and in perilous situations following the U.S. pulling out of Kabul in 2021. The UN Refugee Agency says since the Taliban took over Kabul, instability and violence in Afghanistan has only intensified.
You start thinking about all of the news reports that you either read or the footage that you saw, that utter despair and chaos, but then you think, I can't do anything about that. I can't take down the Taliban.
But still, Block volunteered. She says Dorsey and Whitney's pro bono team was great in providing volunteers with the right education and resources needed to take on immigration cases. In April of 2022, Block connected with a family of 9 whose faces we are not showing. The family was forced into hiding.
We were dealing with email. The father is actually pretty proficient in English, and then you see these 7 beautiful children. You see their parents, and I don't know, I'm a mom. I couldn't help but just become immediately attached.
Leading Block to work passionately and diligently, working on these 9 applications for humanitarian parole, logging nearly 570 pro bono hours, connecting with the family, who she began to care for, and who began to care for her.
Almost every single message that I received, whether it was WhatsApp or email, started, "Dear Jennifer, I hope you are well." And it was sincere. It was not just giving lip service.
This would go on for nearly a full 2 years. Block often worrying when she wouldn't hear from the family for some time, as they had to run and hide as the situation in Afghanistan worsened. Until finally, all of Block's work paid off. The family, minus the father, arriving at the Des Moines airport in February.
And all of a sudden you see these little legs, and then I start hearing my name.
Choosing to live in the same city as the woman who made the move possible. Months later, in May, the father came down the same escalator at the airport, reuniting with his family in their new city.
Watching that unfold as they went and greeted and embraced him, it truly was probably one of the most moving experiences I've had in my life.
A life Block now happily shares with the family, who share home-cooked food, tea, clothing, and love with Block and her family.
There's no deal that will bring about the smile on my face or the joy that I feel when I go up and I see these kids and they all run up and give me hugs, pick up the 3-year-old, she's kisses and hugs.
In Des Moines, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
And Jennifer Block says she hopes this serves as a reminder for people to welcome people of all walks with open arms. If you'd like to help the family as they adjust, we do have some ways you can do so. That's on our website at kcci.com.